You want calm, caring, loving snakes in your life. You need to put in. You need to put in the time. They're willing for you to do that. They're open for you to do that. Yes, it's great to get a baby, easy to get a baby and start that process when they're young. It can be a little bit more challenging when they're a bit older and a little bit more set in their ways, or haven't been treated with such kindness as they deserve. You know, Tessa has a bit of an attitude at times, and certainly shows me that she wants to be the boss of me. Of course, she doesn't win that very often, but she tries very hard, and she is really starting to feel the freedom here now. And yeah, she still is like, I will climb and I will do and I will be all over the place, so long as you just kind of don't touch me, Mum, and just let me do as I do. And even so, when she's in my arms, hands, she calms down. And it's not necessarily because she's given up any fight with me. It's because I'm calm. And she feels that coming through me. And I'm not saying that if you're stressed, your snake, your snake is going to be all over the place and nervy and whatever. In actual fact, they tune into you very quickly. And they understand that you are not yourself, and they will do everything they possibly can to calm you down with them. I have seen it over and over again. I have seen my snakes become so protective of me when I'm not well, if I'm stressed, but especially if I'm sick. So protective that they don't leave my side when I get them out, and yet they can if they choose to. They know and they tune in, and I want you to all be able to have this relationship with your snakes, even if they are a little bit like Tessa, still on that little bit of that, hang on a minute, did I say you can touch me? And I'm going to, because I don't want her going too far at this stage. The problem with Tessa is once she comes out, she makes up her mind on where she's going. I just don't want this to fall over. Yeah, and I can't see her head, and I can't see if she's going to swing around, and I did just get rats out, but I don't think my hands really overly smell. Where are you going? Where are you going? Generally, if I grab her from underneath, and yes, of course my camera had to fall over and fall over. Sorry, Tessa, I can't afford to get a broken camera. And don't you strike the camera, okay? No striking the camera. She says, well, I'm not really sure, Mum, I'm trying to sort of keep her in view and maybe get a tail, but I don't think she's going to actually let me do this. I have no idea what you can and can't see. You can't go up there because I know you're going to pull everything down. But I'd like you to come on out a little bit more so people can see just how calm you can actually be. And she doesn't like me grabbing her tail, so I do try to avoid that as much as possible, but sometimes I've got to give it a little bit of a tweak. So come on, baby. Thank you. We got you. So let's go. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of actually filming, you know, like you see some people get it and do it so well. I don't think, you know, my camera's crooked right now. So let's see if I can straighten this up without my girl taking off too far, which she's trying to, of course. Come back here, darling. No, don't wrap around the cord. I got too many cords. I got too many bits, to be perfectly honest with you. So, as you can see, you know, Tessa's doing really well, and certainly is no longer a snake that I'm overly concerned about once I've got her in my hands. Where I have to be very careful, maybe if I move you back, I do have to be very careful though. When she's up in the hangout spot, she's got herself comfy, and she decides, I want to go home, Mum. And she will take a pot shot at me, only the once, and then she takes flight. As you can see, there is Tessa out and about today. Tessa is really starting to understand there's out. As you know, well, you know, I do get Tessa out, but I haven't given her so much time to climb and explore as such, because, you know, she still has that little bit of an attitude, and when she's up high and I'm going up there to get her down, she feels like she has the advantage over me, which in some ways she does, for sure. And she's taken a swipe at me, but fortunately I've been quick enough to get out of her way. Then of course I've gone in and, yeah, I've got her and I've said, no, you're actually coming down now and going home. So she's getting that amazing taste of freedom that I do love all my snakes to have. It's just taken me a little bit longer to give this to Tessa, just because she is a little bit like that at times. What are the marks on this wall? Hey? Something's been rubbing up against there. Actually, I'll move this box over and we might be able to see what she's doing. But, you know, she's at her door so much more. She's wanting to come on out much more. I just opened the door and now she's out, and there is no me trying to get her out so much these days. So they don't forget, you know, she's like, I like it out, and I like the exploring, and I like the climbing, and she just loves being up there and watching what's going on down here, just like of course my other snakes do. But no, she has much improved. You know, I keep on saying that it takes time with your snakes, and to definitely never ever give up on them and think that it's just never going to happen with a particular one or so on. And I'm not saying that one isn't going to give you a little bit more attitude than the others, and that one will take a little bit longer to quit the darn attitude, and that is, of course, my Tessa. And I love the fact that she does still have a little bit of an attitude, because she keeps me on my toes. I know what she will tolerate and what she won't tolerate, and that is what is so important for everybody to understand, is it's not about what we want. Sure, we want a very social, cruisy, easygoing snake that we can just go in, pick up, grab, not grab, but you know what I mean, and have time with them. That is ultimately what we would really love, but it isn't always the case. I mean, once Tessa is out and I'm holding her and all the rest of it, she's sweet as. You give her a little bit of freedom to move like she is right now, she comes into her own, and she's like, just leave me be and let me do what it is that I want to do. And I'm just trying to see where she's going. Hey, you really do try to boss your mum, don't you, and tell me what you want, and that's okay. She's got some time out. She can choose to do what she wants to do, so long as she's safe, of course. I have to keep Tessa safe, and my cats, because Tessa is and can be a little bit that moved. And what is it? She has not been overly exposed just because of how she is, though, you know, certainly my cats are around. I just have to have eyes in the back of my head with Tessa. So I still continue to do a lot of work with Tessa. Not every day, but a few times a week. I spend time with her, and I was really hoping to actually get her and take her outside today, but it rained, and it's not cold, but it's rather damp and wet, which of course will not hurt your snake either, but we'll just hang inside. And like I said, Tessa, I have to watch where it is that she thinks that she's going to go, and let her know that some areas are just out of bounds. She will learn, just like all of my other snakes have. The fact is, they have so many places where they can go that they just do not need to go in the places that they're not allowed to go. So that's what I'm trying to teach Tessa right now. Out of bounds. No, you can't go there, but yes, you can go here, and she will learn, just as my other snakes have. And right now she's going down, so I will very gently just bring her up. And you're making my camera go a bit blurry there, sweetie pie. Oh no, it's not your fault, is it? It's Mum's way of filming. That does it. But there she is, totally enjoying her time out, and she will get more and more of it, and of course she will get more and more used to being out and me physically touching her as she's doing her own thing. That's now where I'm at with Tessa. is her understanding, I love you coming out, sweetheart, and you can explore and you can do, but you must understand that I will stop you from going where it is that I feel that you're not safe, and when it is time to come home, it is time to come home. And don't get defensive at me because I'm, like getting her down from up here. I'm very face on face with her, and she will arc up at me when she sees me. That can be a little bit of, I'm not ready to go home yet. So she's just letting me know that she doesn't want to go home, but she has to learn that, she's having 3 odd hours out here now exploring and getting plenty of time out. I'm not bringing her out for 10 minutes or, even half an hour. She gets a very good amount of time out to check everything out, don't you? Hey? You do. That's so curious and just want to enjoy. That's what life should be with your snakes, is to enjoy. Like I said, she's still learning the places that she can and she cannot go, and that, my girl, is somewhere where you're not going to be able to go. Lily, I don't let Lily do it, but I do know with Lily I would be able to get her out quite easily. Tessa, I'm not quite there with Tessa yet. I only have to let Lily know I wanted to come out by tapping on the side of here on the enclosure, and she's aware, and she will most certainly make her way, and she comes back up here. Tessa, a little bit more stubborn than my Lily still, so learning the rules. That's what you've got to do. Teach them the rules. They need rules. Even if they don't like the rules. Who likes rules? I don't really like them very much myself, but you've got to have them in place. As I'm trying to get her to come on up, how about you go back up this way? You like to climb up there, sweetie. Go on. Sorry. So I maneuver the camera around. You know where that all is. Eventually she gets over all the going here and going there and checking this and checking that, and she will generally end up there where Lily ends up and curls up, and she sits up there checking me and seeing where I am and keeping her eyes out. Of course, I'm a little bit hot. I don't certainly have that fan going with Tessa around, but there you go. Tessa, doing really well, guys, and getting bigger. So guys, take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes, and all your animals. Ciao.